Hallo lieve mooie zielen, wat fijn dat jullie kijken en luisteren naar een filmpje van Spiritina. Ik wil met jullie vandaag iets delen. Weet je nog dat ik nog maar net een filmpje heb geüpload van wat is er toch allemaal aan de hand? En ik had het over de mist, dat heel veel mensen klagen over dat het zo mistig is. Niet dat het op dit moment, de laatste 2 dagen is het hier niet echt mistig, moet ik zeggen. Maar het is wel geweest, ik heb het wel gezien een paar dagen terug. Dat het echt wel 2 à 3 dagen een beetje mistig was hier. Ik wil dit met jullie delen. Dat, wat er allemaal sowieso in Amerika is het heel erg. In Engeland is het heel erg op dit moment met de mist. Laten we gaan kijken.
Fog here in Minnesota and Wisconsin for the last 4 days has just been incredible. In fact, this is probably the least fog we've had. It's 3:30 in the afternoon and all of Minneapolis just has this deep, foggy, kind of post-apocalyptic hellscape feel to it.
Okay, I am not one for conspiracy theories, but I've been seeing these videos about fog. Okay, everyone gets fog, right? But they're saying how bizarre the fog is. And so I'm thinking to myself, and this is just maybe 10 minutes ago, I'm like, yeah, fog. Okay. I'm in Los Angeles area. We get some, fog once in a while, but I can't see anything past my property. What the fuck is this? What?
Ja, best wel mistig hè. We gaan verder.
Now, again, fog. It's fog. But this is some thick fog. It's kind of eerie.
This fog situation is becoming more and more interesting because, like I said, not only is there a very heavy smell of chemicals, but this fog is also appearing in multiple locations around the world, if you want to call this fog, because I really don't believe this is fog. Now, take a look at the supposed fog that was captured on video by your Florida photographers on TikTok. There are...
Oké, dus niet alleen dichte mist, overal zichtbaar, maar ook de geur van chemicaliën.
There are some people that are saying that this is what fog normally looks like. It looks like snow or some kind of sawdust. But there are people that are saying when this fog appeared in Florida, it was not humid. There are also others that are saying that this supposed fog is sticking to their cars to the point that they can take their fingers and draw certain things and write certain messages on this car with this fog.
What the fuck, dat lijkt wel gewoon sneeuw, man. Dat lijkt me geen normale mist, jongens. What the fuck? Lijkt wel deeltjes. Lijkt op sneeuwachtig.
There are people that are saying that the weirdest part about this fog is that if you know Florida and you've lived here long enough, you know when it's foggy, it's also humid, but there's no humidity in the air. And I have to agree, I have not felt any humidity either, but this strange fog keeps appearing. Some people are even saying this does not look like your usual water droplets that would appear in fog. This looks more like dihydrogen monoxide particles suspended in the air. This is where another person says, have you guys noticed the film it leaves on the cars? You can write on your car with it and it's not dirt or mud. There are also multiple people that are noticing the same thing and agreeing to this comment, with one person saying, I was looking for this comet. Yes, good, I'm not crazy, it's sticky. Someone in Europe also said the same thing. This strange fog is so bad in certain parts of the world that it has even caused flight delays at a major United Kingdom airport. But it's not just multiple airports in the United Kingdom canceling flights due to this fog. There are
Dus ook Engeland heeft zelfs vluchten gecanceld door de dichte mist. Laten we erover nadenken, mensen.
Also flights being canceled in California, Chicago, and other locations as well.
I want to give you a look at what the airport looks like right now. We have people doing their self-check-in here, but that is deceiving. But take a look to my right. This is where you see the long lines of people that are either delayed or trying to rebook their flight. And if we walk over this way, that takes us all the way to the entrance of the airport. Now, according to FlightAware, there have been over 300 delays in and out of San Diego and dozens of cancellations. Morning fog is the main reason for a bunch of the delays that have caused a domino effect throughout the day.
This video comes from Michelle Monique 1 on TikTok, and I strongly have to agree with her. I feel like something big is coming, something big is around the corner, and I have been saying that for quite some time now in a number of my videos.
I don't know if it's just me, but for the last few days I have been having this weird feeling like something big is about to happen, right? Like this weird feeling of impending doom. I have been having this crazy feeling like in my belly. I don't know what it is, okay? To be brutally honest, I feel like something is already happening. And here's why. For the last few days, there have been crazy reports of dense, thick fog in many states all over America, in addition to the UK. Now, this is not your regular fog, because a lot of people have been reporting that they have been seeing some weird type of mist coming out of the sky with this fog, okay? In addition to that, there have been 4 plane crashes, y'all, within the last 5 days, okay? 3 of those plane crashes occurred within the last 24 hours. You had one on Christmas Day in Kazakhstan, and then within the last 24 hours, you had one in South Korea, Nova Scotia, as well as Norway. In addition to that, y'all, so many people have been reporting this weird sickness, where as though they're having muscle soreness, sore throat, body aches, nausea, vomiting, dizziness, the whole 9. And they said that this sickness had just been coming out of nowhere. I don't know about you, but I feel like something big is happening or about to happen, and these people just are not telling us.
More.
Dus mensen beginnen in één keer allemaal ziek te worden. Nadat ze in die dichte mist zijn geweest. Dit geeft mij een gevoel van... Oké, dit is de volgende pandemie die eraan gaat komen. Weet je nog in mijn filmpje over wat gaat er gebeuren in 2025, waar ik mijn kaartreading voor heb gedaan? Daar zei ik het ook al in. En ik heb een apart filmpje gemaakt, nog op mijn YouTube, waarin ik aangeef... het zou me niks verbazen als dit pandemie gaat uitbreken. Die heet sinds. Onthoud die naam. Als je op een gegeven moment op nieuws komt, dan weet je wat ik van tevoren al gezegd heb. Dit doet me er een beetje aan denken. Ze hebben ook gezegd dat al die drones die in Amerika heel erg veel zijn. Sommigen hebben dat ook opgenomen en hebben ook gezien dat zo'n drone bijvoorbeeld leek alsof hij iets naar beneden straalde. Dus iets aan het dumpen was of zo. Het is allemaal heel raar wat er aan de hand is. Maar dit gaat even over die mist. Maar het doet bij mij gaan de belletjes rinkelen als mensen ziek worden daarvan. Door die chemicaliën, de chemische lucht die ze ruiken ineens. Op auto's komt ineens een dun laagje troep te liggen. Dat is niet normaal mist, mensen. Dus dat is dan weer raar. En doe mij denken aan het virus wat gaat komen in 2025, wat ik zei. SARS of vogelgriep, een van de twee.
And more people are actually noticing that they are getting sick or they're feeling cramps and muscle aches from this fog. This next video comes from Mate Us J Marina 44, who's going to go more in depth about what's been happening to people experiencing the fog.
Anyone else noticed since this fog arrived on Christmas Day, you got a sore throat, you started to feel lethargic, you lost your appetite, you felt fluey, you couldn't do anything, didn't have any energy, sweat, couldn't sleep. There's nothing natural about it for me, people. They're doing this on purpose. Whatever's in that fog is making us sick. And I know it's hard for people to get their heads around that they'd actually do it to us, but again, go and research the Georgia Guidestones. Go and research what they want for humanity. Keep us in balance with nature at 500 million. So they've got a big task on their hands if they want this done by 2030, so think about it. Changes in the weather, things they're sticking in us, things they're putting in the food. And I'm past caring what the Karens think. The amount of people in the comment section who say, oh, it's just winter, it's always like that, we always have fog. So this is far from natural, this isn't water, this isn't normal fog. Looks like it's conclusive. FogVid24 is a real thing. The previous video is going viral. If you go and read the comment section, everybody's saying they were completely fine, they didn't feel anything coming on, but then as soon as they went out in this fog, whatever it is, they got a sore throat, they had to go to bed, they couldn't sleep, they were bunged up, they had migraines, they lost all their energy, and not only them, everyone in the household. There's mums reporting on it saying all the kids are ill, we've got people in Kentucky, we've got people in Sweden, we've got people in Finland, all reporting the same thing. The fog has made them sick. And you know, it's scenarios like this that always have an adverse effect. Whatever they're doing in the skies, whatever they're spraying, whatever this fog is, they're obviously doing it for a reason, but it is going to wake people up. People have had enough. They're sick of being poked, they're sick of being prodded, they're sick of poison in the air and poison in the food, poison in the milk, poison in the minds. We're being pummeled in more ways we can imagine to demoralise us over a period of time, so when things get to a critical point and everyone's screaming out for a saviour, the government's going to be there, but they were the ones that created the problem in the first place.
So as you can see, it's not...
Ja, hij heeft een punt. Kijk, lieve mensen, of je er wel of niet in gelooft is up to you. Ik laat iedereen daar vrij in en ik respecteer iedereen's mening, visie, gevoel, gedachten. Maar, en daar heb ik ook een filmpje over gemaakt, The Great Reset en Agenda 2030. En waar ze naartoe willen is een one world government. One world government. En dat hebben ze in de geschiedenis meerdere keren geprobeerd, is niet gelukt, omdat mensen dat eigenlijk niet aan willen. Ze hebben dat meerdere keren geprobeerd en er is maar echt één ding waardoor alle landen samen zullen komen en waarin mensen het zullen accepteren op een of andere manier, dat we dan maar allemaal samen moeten werken, alle landen op de wereld. Er is maar één ding, daar heb ik het ook over gehad, waardoor mensen dat gaan accepteren. En dat is als er een bedreiging van buitenaf komt. Waarom denk je dat nu ineens in het nieuws en in het openbaar komt dat UAP's echt zijn en dat aliens echt bestaan en UFO's? Waarom in één keer krijgen we de waarheid te horen? Waarom ineens gaan we dit dan zien? Waarom ineens zijn er overal drones te zien, orbs te zien, allerlei dingen? Kijk, gedeeltelijk, ik zeg het alleen maar, hè. Dat is de enige manier, hebben ze ontdekt. Dat is hun laatste kaart die ze spelen trouwens. Dit is de enige manier om alle landen samen te brengen, omdat het een bedreiging is van buitenaf tegen iedere land. Iedereen. En dan willen ze samen gaan komen. En dan willen ze die one world government gaan creëren. En dat iedereen er dan wel voor open zal staan. Het is bizar. We gaan dit nog even verder kijken.
Not just certain people or people located in certain places. No, there are multiple people around the world in different countries that are all saying they are seeing the strange fog at strange times, during times you normally do not see fog, And when they go out into this fog, they are feeling sick. They're getting cramps. They're getting these migraines they cannot explain. This video comes from Dana DeWire on TikTok, who talks about actually becoming sick after being out in the fog in New York.
Spent the night at my parents' upstate New York. We had come home yesterday, and by the time I got home, I was already like this. Well, I didn't lose my voice yet, but my throat was killing me. My whole body was sore. I had a really high fever. And then when I woke up this morning, I had no voice, or I sound like this. I've had sore throats before, but never lost my voice. While we were up there was that dense, weird fog that everyone's been saying they've been seeing everywhere. I've seen fog before, obviously, but this was different. It almost smelled funny, and it was thick and dense. So, has anyone else been seeing it? And has anyone else been feeling sick? And what kind of symptoms do you have? Because I just feel like a lot of weird things have been happening lately, between the drones and the plane crashes and this weird fog and the unnamed sickness that like everyone's getting. I don't know. And I'm not usually like paranoid or whatever kind of person, but it just seems like there's way too much going on. 2024 just needs to be done, because we can't pack any more things into this year, right?
This next video comes from Garden Glow 117 on TikTok, and she's also going to talk about how she has become sick after breathing in the air, the fog. Now, you're going to hear her call the drones Dior bags. That is because people on TikTok have now used a special word for drones, because TikTok, they are actually deleting drone videos and any mentions of drones. That actually also happened to me. I had a drone video up on TikTok and it's no longer there. So TikTok, they are scrubbing all videos and mentions of drones.
4 bags in New Jersey sprayed the perfume in the store, and that thick fog rolled in. The air smells like chemicals. It smells and tastes like chemicals, and I taste blood in the back of my throat when I breathe the air outside. Super dizzy, lightheaded, nausea, coughing, everyone's throwing up. I went to the doctor because, you know, I can't afford to miss work. I can't afford to miss work through all of this. And they said no strep, no flu, no nothing, to go home and rest. So I rested on Saturday. And today I had some errands to run before the work week started. And the symptoms came back as soon as I started breathing the air outside. So I just want to throw that out there because I think there might be some correlation with the perfume the Dior bags were spraying and how everyone is sick now.
Now, I had a theory that the locations that people are noticing this very suspicious fog, this mist, are in locations where there was heavy drone activity, heavy drone presence. There was...
Oké, dit is dan onder andere, ik heb ook al andere filmpjes gezien, van drones die iets aan het spuiten waren naar beneden. Dit is een klein voorbeeld.
Also a heavy drone presence in the United Kingdom, in places like Kentucky, New Jersey, Florida, and so forth. Again, places that are noticing this very mysterious fog. Because like I said in my last video, if you remember, people had reported that these drones were spraying something, that something was coming out of these drones.
Usually I'll be able to see the red light from here. Can't even see that red light. What the heck?
This individual on TikTok, Mystery of Kyle 2.0, has an interesting theory about the fog and these drones.
I'm gonna be real about these drones in the sky, right? It's been foggy for 3 days. Definitely raising some suspicions about why they don't want us to see the sky. It's 55 degrees in Iowa, almost January, doesn't make any literal sense. Now, we talk about people that are actually seeing drones in the Midwest. This is very far away from New Jersey, so that means the likelihood of these things being spread across the United States and observing all the territories is great. Now, think about this. What if they're prospecting? What if they're looking for land to take over once the event happens? Because mass evacuations, martial law, real estate becomes fair game. right? What if we got sold out? What if we got sold out to another country and these drones are just looking for their next place to live? It's gonna be a fight, tell you what.
So you may be wondering if holograms can be projected into fog or smoke. Well, with all the fog going around, it could be man-made, it could be natural, who knows, but holograms can be projected into smoke or fog with the use of a projector that displays the image onto the screen of fog that was created with an artificial fog machine or even natural fog. This method works indoors as well as outdoors. Scientists have even figured out how to manipulate nearly unseen specks in the air and use them to create 3D images that are more realistic and clearer than holograms. So if you don't think that there's something nefarious behind all of this new fog, then think again, because what we are going through could possibly be just test runs of what's to come. So don't always believe everything you see.
If they are not trying to poison us, which, let's be honest, more than likely this is the case because they always are, then the next theory is they are blocking out something in the sky from being seen.
Oké, moet kijken, het ziet er ook raar uit, die plant. Alsof het ijzel en een beetje sneeuwig is. En mist is niet zo. Mist is in principe gewoon waterdamp. Water. Dus ja, het is toch raar? Ik bedoel, steeds meer mensen hebben het hierover, hè? En ontdekken dit gewoon. Dus er is iets aan de hand. Met een dichte mist. En het enige wat ik zelf heb gezien is inderdaad een aantal dagen geleden werd ik wakker en toen zag ik ook mist hier bij mijn huis. En ik heb dat zeker 2 à 3 dagen achter elkaar gezien. Ik heb er verder toen nog niet op gelet, want ik wist het allemaal niet. Dus ik dacht, oh, het is mistig. Nou ja, dat kan wel eens mistig zijn. We doen dat hebben we allemaal wel, hè. Dat is normaal. Mist kan gewoon ontstaan. Maar wat hun daar zeggen, en trouwens ook in Zeeland, in Nederland, hebben ze heel veel dichte mist gehad. Engeland, andere landen, dus er is iets raars aan de hand met de mist. Maar wat hij nu zegt is van, of omdat mensen ziek aan het worden zijn, of ze proberen een of andere ons weer ziek te maken, wat ik al zei, virus te verspreiden. Of, wat hij dus zegt, de andere optie, de reden van de dichte mist, is zodat wij niet meer in de lucht kunnen kijken naar wat er gebeurt. Omdat iedereen liep te filmen in de lucht, hè, met al die drones. Iedereen had zijn mobieltje klaar, ze gingen alles opnemen. Ja, er kan ook nog een andere optie zijn, dat dat de reden is van de mist of zo. Maar dat verklaart nog niet waarom mensen allemaal ziek worden spontaan. Maar ja, ik laat het aan jullie.
Which is kind of interesting given the fact that we are hearing about drones less and less from news and media and the government. This next interesting video about the fog comes from the paranormal chick on TikTok.
There seems to be a situation developing. This is actually affecting multiple people across different states, starting from the East Coast. And what people are posting and coming forward and claiming is this weird fog that's blanketing them. But the weird thing about it is it looks different, it smells different. It's actually hurting their nose, eyes, and throat. Take a look at these next 4 videos and let us know, are you or have you seen this mysterious fog?
I don't know what is going on, but it went from snow, rain, cold to 50 degrees and fog. Now, this is the exact type talking about when it comes to this geoengineering and how they alter in the atmosphere and the ozone layer and their obscure vision of the sky.
Weet je waar me dit ineens aan herinnert? Ik heb ooit een film gezien, die heet The Fog. creepy film was dat, zeg. Jezus, dan was ook dit, hè. Hele dichte mist. En dan kwamen we dan allemaal... In die film, wat ik me kan herinneren, was al heel lang geleden dat ik dat gezien heb. Maar in die mist, iedereen ging naar binnen. Iedereen was bang voor de mist. Ze gingen zich opsluiten in een hele grote... God, was het ook alweer? Een soort van winkelcentrum of zo? Iets? Grote winkel... Ja, volgens mij was het iets met winkelcentrum. En mensen gingen er allemaal in rennen. En voor die mist die in één keer de stad in kwam. Het was een hele dichte mist. Omdat er uit die mist... Allemaal kwamen allemaal van die creatures kwamen daar. Allemaal van die hele enge creatures. Die meenamen en, de mist in. Nou, dat was die film. En dan moet ik in één keer aan denken. Nou, deze dichte missie. En dat mensen zeggen van het is gewoon eerie, weet je. Het is gewoon een heel raar, eng gevoel. En ik moet in één keer aan die film denken. De Mist. Oh mijn god. We gaan verder. We zijn bijna klaar. The fog tonight? What the fuck? Okay then. Holy shit.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
This next video comes from the TikTok farmer who states she's never seen anything like this before in her location in January.
What is going on, guys? It is so freaking foggy out here, and it's been like this for like the past 6 days. I've been seeing this all over my FYP. This is definitely not normal for this time of year. I'm in the Midwest. I'm in Illinois right now, and it's been so difficult to drive. Right now, it's a little bit brighter than it was earlier, but the visibility is still low, so I'm gonna turn the camera. Oh, I don't see the option to turn the camera around, but so you guys can see, you can't see anything past that barn there, and it's been, oh my babies want to say hi. I've been seeing people all over the world experiencing this. I don't know what the heck is going on. I don't know why it's so foggy. Let me know if you're experiencing the same thing in the comments there. I just think it's super weird because this is not normal for this time of year for us. We farm, we track the weather every year. I've looked at my notes and I have not seen anything like this in January ever in my life. So let me know what you guys.
Like with everything, there is a strong pushback with people saying, it's just fog, bro. It's just fog. But again, this fog is appearing in multiple locations around the world during times the fog should not normally appear, when there's a lack of humidity, and it's also carrying a very odd smell and taste. Now, I have been researching further into this fog, and I will be making another video when it comes to this fog, because something's definitely not adding up here, and there is definitely a heavy correlation between the drone sightings and this fog. But in any case, thank you so much for watching. If you like this channel and you want to see more, please subscribe if you're...
Oké, nou dit was een beetje een compilatie van mensen die hebben gefilmd van kijk eens hoe mistig het is en kijk eens wat voor raar iets. Het lijkt op sneeuw zowat. Wat er uit de lucht komt of wat er in de lucht zit en met mensen ziek worden, et cetera. Ik weet niet of jullie het gemerkt hebben in Nederland. Ik heb het wel gezien 2-3 dagen. Maar ja, ik heb er toen niet zo op gelet. Ja, ik viel me alleen op en dat herinner ik nog dat het mistig was. Maar wat denken jullie? Dit is wel heel raar dat het over de hele wereld mensen erover beginnen te klagen. Van wat de fuck is deze mist? En bij hun het rook chemisch. Chemische luchtroken zijn. Ik kan me niet herinneren dat ik dat hier in Nederland heb geroken. Maar hun zeker wel. Laat het mij weten onder dit filmpje in de opmerkingen. Ik wens jullie vanuit hier heel veel liefde en heel veel licht. Namaste.